Hi, I'm Ned Evans. We're here in Venice at my studio, and we're going to talk about my show up at Bakersfield at the Ram Gallery. The work in the show started about 30 years ago, and I have about 3 different bodies of work. And I've been working on a lot of different things over the last 30 years. Before, I used to concentrate more on single bodies of work, but now, for the last 30 years, I've had 4 or 5 different things working at the same time. So I met Rachel 6 years ago. We did a museum show together, and she did an excellent, beautiful job of curating, and the installation was really impressive. And I grew up as an artist doing installations. I was a preparator for the Newport Harbor Art Museum. I worked with the guy Hal Glicksman at UCI. I was his gallery preparator. We did shows by Bruce Nauman and Larry Bell and Eric Orr. I worked for Jim Corcoran, Ed Jantz, who's a major collector, Nick Wilder, and I would do installations. I helped Billy Al Bingston and Ed Moses. I would travel all over the place and do installations. So that's what I did. That's part of my life of looking and hanging and installing art. So it was interesting to sort of do this show and have someone else kind of come to the fore and curate and sort of edit my work. Having all that experience of hanging art shows, and not only my own shows, but working with a lot of professionals, people like Walter Hopps, again, Nick Wilder, Jim Crow, all these museum people, I was really attuned to how I think about my work and how it should be installed. And Rachel and I formed a friendship, and she began to sort of work with my work and place a few things, and we sort of became friends through that, and also, you know, the gallery artist relationship. But I didn't expect her to want to do a show so quickly, and we actually put this show together in a little over 2 weeks. I gave her, I think, 125 images. She went through my website and selected certain works, and I immediately said, well, these are all great, but do they all fit together? And I have often tried to segregate my work a little bit just so it doesn't confuse the viewer. And she had a really interesting take on that, and I just decided to back way down, let her do her take. She took that 125 images and culled that down to about 40 images, and she, the whole time, was thinking about her space, which is beautiful. She has 3 really distinct galleries, so she was able to separate the work and at the same time make a continuation of certain bodies and overlapping. But basically, I let her take over, and I, usually you have to have trust to do that, and I really trusted her, again, from seeing what she had done before and from our relationship. It's really interesting to sort of let go and let somebody else do their kind of take on your work. And we had enough room. We didn't have much time, but I had a lot of work. It was all ready. It was easy to put it all together. And it sort of amazed me because I went up there and I had not seen the show until I walked in on the day of the opening. And I was overly pleasantly surprised. And I'm really happy with the show. And I think Rachel did a great job, and I'm just very thankful. It's sort of, again, you think you're doing a lot of different things, but I had an artist friend of mine who was really well respected, and he said, we're always doing the same painting, they just look different.